Hard to believe, but Survivor is getting ready to kick off its 21st season this week. This season finds everyone in Nicaragua, and this time the tribes are pitting the young against the old.
We got to get the floor of the shelter. Maybe somebody's going to be infatuated with me being head coach Jimmy Johnson, Super Bowl winner. Well, I'll play on that. I'll play the superstar status.
I feel pretty comfortable with my team,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
But wait, I'm confused.
Well, yeah.
Prosthetic. I knew it. I knew it.
Joining us from Los Angeles this morning, two of the survivors you just saw, former NFL coach Jimmy Johnson and triathlete Kelly Bruno. Good to have both of you with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, Erica.
You guys both.
I'm the old and she's the young, by the way.
Thanks for clearing that up for us. We appreciate it. and those are the two tribes essentially this year, young versus old. So Jimmy, tell us, you get there and all of a sudden you find out, oh, I'm the old guy. They're painting me as the old guy. How did everybody feel about that?
Well, first of all, I was upset. You know, I was hoping I'd get with some of these young bucks, you know, these 20-year-olds, and they could carry me through all the challenges. But unfortunately, they put me with the old people, so I was messed up right off the bat. But Kelly got lucky. She got with all the young people.
Kelly, though, you know, as we mentioned, you are a record-setting triathlete, competed in the Ironman. You're also an amputee. I imagine, you know, just as Jimmy is, I'm sure, getting looks, people going, wait a minute, I know this guy. People are looking at you saying, wait a minute, what kind of reaction did you get when people first realized you were an amputee?
I mean, you know, people react differently, but they were, I mean, people are intrigued, I guess, you know, making assumptions. So I certainly had a little more to prove, I guess.
And proving them wrong probably on some of those assumptions. As a winning Super Bowl coach, respected sports broadcaster, a lot of people are going to look at you on Survivor, Jimmy, and go, wait a minute, Jimmy Johnson is on Survivor? How did this happen?
Well, I tried to get on it about 6 or 7 years ago and did all my applications, did my video, and they turned me down. And then, you know, tried again about 3 years ago and went through the whole process, and I thought I was going to get on. They pretty well accepted me. I went through the medical, and the Survivor doctor called me. He says, Coach, he said, we'd love to have you, but you've got 2 blocked arteries, one 70% blocked, one 100% blocked. You better see your cardiologist. I went to the cardiologist, had stents put in, got on a strict workout routine, lost 30 pounds. My cholesterol went from 220 to under 100, got in shape. So finally, when I got in shape, I said, I better try one more time, and finally got on this time.
And they said, all right, we'll take you.
Yeah, in fact, Survivor may have helped me survive.
Which always a good thing. Kelly, you are this incredibly gifted athlete. You're in medical school, and you're in the young team. So we talk about young and old. People are saying, oh, you know, it's sort of experience versus, you know, maybe a little bit more strength. Do you think it really played out as experience versus a little bit more energy?
I don't think that the line is so black and white. I think, you know, it was, you know, certainly had experience on our tribe as well. It just varied. And they had plenty of strength, so it worked out that both tribes had a lot going for them, and it'll be an interesting season to watch.
What do you think is a bigger challenge, competing in the Ironman or Survivor?
They were different. You know, Ironman was 2 of the ones I did under 14 hours. Another one was 12 and a half hours. So, you know, there's an end in sight, whereas Survivor's a much longer. You're looking at a much longer period of time, so they're different.
It definitely is, and you have to deal with a lot of personalities for that time. Jimmy, I know you're not a big fan of people who were lazy. Did you?
Well, you know, fortunately, I didn't have any slackers on my tribe. You know, everybody was contributing, and you know, I always thought that there'd be a lot of dead time on Survivor, but you know, we were working all the time, trying to get firewood, trying to boil water, you know, trying to get food, on and on, build a shelter. So, you know, that everybody was working, and we really had a good group.
Not just laying around. It is shaping up to be a great season. Really looking forward to see how it all plays out, and of course, how you two do with the big battle there. So we'll be watching both Jimmy Johnson, Kelly Bruno. Thanks. And just a reminder that Survivor Nicaragua premieres this Wednesday night, 8, 7 Central, only right here on CBS.